Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Sally DeMarco, and this presentation is Linear Functions, the Straight Path to Graduation. Let's get started. First, who are we? We are D5, that is Spartanburg, School District 5 in Duncan, South Carolina. More specifically, we are the rebels of James F. Burns High School. Our mission statement is to provide every student a quality educational experience in a safe, nurturing, and engaging environment, enabling each individual to succeed in life and function as a productive citizen. This presentation is about the Linear Functions Unit in the Southern Regional Educational Board, SREB, College and Career Ready Math course. This course is an alternative to Algebra 2 and satisfies the fourth credit for graduation. This curriculum focuses more on concepts over procedures and also focuses on contextual interpretation. This presentation is about improving the student performance on the Student Learning Objective, or SLO test on linear functions. So our desired outcomes are: recall the definition of linear function, identify rate of change and initial value from a graph and an equation, identify ordered pairs, recall that slope is rate m and rise over run, and the y-intercept is the initial value, or b, generate a graph based on an equation, and with at least 83.3% accuracy, interpret contextual interpretation of rate of change and initial value from a graph and an equation. Interpret contextual interpretation of the intersection of two linear equations, and construct a linear function from a graph. Wow, now that was a lot of math terms. I hope you're still with me. Why are there gummy bears on the slide? Well, one of the fun things about this class is it's kind of non-traditional, and we do some fun projects on the side like this, like our gummy bear launch, and this is what we use for some data collection. So I just want to share one fun little piece of information that we do in here. So anyway, back to the outcomes. Students that fail the Unit 4 test, this is linear functions, they are more likely to fail Units 5, 6, and 7. So that's going to be your systems of equations, it's going to be your quadratic functions and your exponential functions. So, and all of that takes place in that second semester, which overall is 40% of the student's grade. So if they do not understand linear functions and then they don't understand any of the whole second quarter, that second half of the semester, it may lead to failing the class, which then could possibly lead to them not being able to graduate. So that's why this is super important. So this class is the students are on the lowest math track, and they've been, pretty much destined to be here since their seventh grade teacher put them on this low math path. Students come to me sharing experiences of previous courses where they were accused of poor behavior, a lack of basic math skills, an attitude that they're just bad at math. Our goals are to increase participation, to increase those opportunities to learn, increase their ability in linear function skills and interpreting context, and improve their growth mindset and self-efficacy. The core intervention is an individual asynchronous activity in the style of a choose your own adventure through a Google form. If students make an error, they receive an explanation and links to additional resources such as instructional videos. Additionally, students follow along with a digital booklet, making notes, explanations, and reflections. This activity is ideally sandwiched between a group introduction and conclusion. And you can see on this chart here, the group intro includes a video to gain interest, a KWL chart, a goal setting activity. That main activity that I mentioned, there's your adventure and booklet. And then the conclusion includes practice, reflection, and sharing. So while this entire activity can be done asynchronously via a Padlet, so digital, ideally there are three types of delivery. So first, the synchronous group instruction that includes a video, KWL chart, and goal setting worksheet. The chart and worksheet are both available online and can be edited with Kami. Paper copies will also be available. Next, that core intervention of the Choose Your Own Adventure activity includes an asynchronous individual activity online with that corresponding digital workbook. Students may request a paper copy of the workbook. Students also reflect and share their experiences with their peers. And last, to reinforce their skills, the students individually practice at their own pace while the teacher assists the students individually. The image at the bottom of the screen is from the digital workbook. It reads, Objective 5, generate a graph. Explain why you chose the option that you did. Be sure to use the word slope and y-intercept. Here is a visual of the Padlet with the introduction highlighted as the pre-training activities, such as the video to gain interest, the KWL chart, and goal-setting worksheet. Post-training activities include additional practice through Khan Academy, as well as PDF copies of worksheets from various resources. Additionally, in the closure column, students will complete the KWL chart, reflect on their goals, and share their experiences with the teacher and the other students. As the project progresses, follow-up recommended changes will be communicated through monthly department meetings. And you can see those dates on there. So we have January 7th, February 3rd, March 3rd, March 17th, and May 5th. These semester administration meetings, those are going to be on December 13th and March 28th. And then the annual state residency documentation to maintain that certification, that will be submitted April 25th. Some key milestones will be updated via a live link document and shared with the administration team and the other math teachers. Here are a few projected milestones. The next big upcoming milestone is piloting the pre and post materials, as well as the student and teacher surveys. These suggestions and adjustments will be continued to be made on a biannual basis. Measuring success of the project will include short-term data, such as the SLL growth of each student, the percentage of students that meet the goal of 80% accuracy on that. So that'd be out of the 15 questions, that's getting 12 of them correct. And then we have, the course grade. So we'll also keep track of the course grade. Additionally, when available, success will also be documented in regards to success in future math classes and possibly the AccuPlacer. So that's our long-term success. All of this information will be documented in that live link so that the admin and teachers can access the latest update at their convenience. And then finally, in that last column, we have surveys. So there's a few different ones. There's the overall student survey, just about the intervention itself, that main core component. There's also going to be little checkpoint surveys throughout, just to continue to make adjustments throughout the semester. And then teacher surveys, more looking at the curriculum and the results and providing some feedback based on those results. Initially, the design will be evaluated based on the first two levels of Kirkpatrick's 4 levels of evaluation. That is, participant enjoyment based on survey about feedback and reward systems. Additionally, the design will be evaluation on participant performance objectives via a formative quiz on linear functions and a summative test. Eventually, the participant performance transfer or application to future classes or the AccuPlacer will be investigated. Finally, we will investigate the organizational impact, specifically projected graduation rates for low math track students, compared to graduation rates for students that performed well on the linear functions SLO in the SREB math class. In addition to the brief monthly math department meetings, some key delivery dates include updates to the admin team on December 13th and March 28th. The December 13th meeting will review completed tasks as well as include an open discussion on plans moving forward. Then on March 28th, we will review that SLO data, quiz scores, test scores, course grades, and the feedback surveys. Also discuss the plan moving forward, and discuss what will show up on that state report summary. To conclude the school year, a state report will be submitted April 25th, stating the fall and spring data, our achievements, and also future goals. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time so much. Just let me know what questions that you have. My email is Sellie, that's SELLIE, DeMarco, DEMARCO, @spart5.net. Thank you. Bye.